Okay, guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome to Blue Point TV. I'll talk about football and football related stories. Right, guys, let's just talk about the Chelsea game against Real Madrid, the preseason game that they lost against Real Madrid 2-1. As you know, the game ended 2-1 win to Real Madrid. And if you watch this Chelsea team, it looks like they're not even ready for the season. Obviously, before this game, they lost against Manchester City 4-2. And also, they've lost already before that Man City game against Celtic 4-1. And for me, this game that they lost against Real Madrid, it looks like they're not even ready. Defensively, the team is so poor defensively. And for me, I feel like the setup is not right for me. I don't know if I'll put it on the coach or if I'll put it on the players. For me, the setup is not right. The manager, the coach used two left footer as the central defenders, Liverpool and Badiashile. The two of them are left footer central defenders. So I feel like him using left footer, two center defenders that have left foot, I feel like the balance is not there. You have Tosin, you have Wesley Fofana. Why are you going with two left footers? And aside from using two left footer as the central defense, which I feel like there was no balance there, I also think that another problem that this team have defensively is the high line. I feel like the line is just too much. If you watch them, you see that they are very close to the center of the pitch. If you watch the game, most of the game that they have been playing, you see that they are very close to the center of the pitch. Obviously, high line is all about pressing. If you watch any team that used to keep high line, they want to press the other team, they want to press the ball, they want to make sure you suffocate the other team. That is the idea, of keeping high line. But I still think the defense, the players haven't understand the system. So since they haven't understand the system, I think that's another problem that they are having, conceding a lot of goals, and they are not pressing as a team. Because if you're keeping that kind of high line, then you have to press well. If you're keeping that kind of high line, you have to press well. And I think they are not pressing well. If you watch the game against Real Madrid was just playing the ball around them. That's to tell you that they are not pressing well. Because if they are pressing well, Real Madrid will not have the space. Even Manchester City, they will not have the space to play the ball around them. And then, obviously, for the attacking players of Real Madrid to make that runs in behind, and then have those so many chances. Even before Real Madrid scored their first goal, they were supposed to have scored before. They are missing their chances. So this team, there's a lot of work I feel to be done for them to, start the season well. And the way they are playing, it looks like they are not ready for the season. It looks like they're not ready for the season. Obviously, sometimes you might have a bad preseason, and then when the season starts, you see the team, clicking, playing better football, winning games. It happens like that sometimes. But to be frank, the way they are playing, I'm worried. I just hope that they will not take this form of preseason into the season, into the proper season. Because if they are playing well in preseason, the Chelsea fans, many of them will have some kind of confidence going into the season. But the way they are playing, they are not playing like they are ready. The fitness is not there for me. I feel like they are not even 100% fit for the season. So the performance against Real Madrid was very, very poor. And another problem that I think this team have again is being clinical. They had chances, against Real Madrid, but at the same time, they were missing their chances. So that's another problem that they have. Let's just talk about some players, which for me, I think many of the players, almost all of them, I don't think they played well against Real Madrid. I don't think they played well. There are some players that have been kind of good in the previous game, but against Real Madrid, they were very, very bad. Like Noni Madueke. Madueke for me in this game, the games that I've watched Chelsea play in this preseason, I think Madueke, this is his worst game. We know Madueke as that kind of player that can take on his man. Madueke is that kind of player that I feel like he's a very good dribbler as a winger. He can dribble, he has the pace, he has the strength, he can run at you. But this game against Real Madrid, he couldn't dribble his man. He couldn't dribble his man. And I don't know if that thing is happening because there was no overlapping. Now, if you watch Reece James obviously is the right back for Chelsea. But if you watch him in this game and previous games even, he doesn't really overlap. And I feel like Reece James' best game is when he overlap. where he can, cross the ball, where he can. We know Reece James is very good in crossing the ball. We know he's very good in striking the ball. When he has chance to score, he can still score. We know Reece James is very good in doing all of that. But in this game, he wasn't overlapping. You will see him join the central defense and he will make them three. The fullback that was even trying to maybe sometime overlap or maybe join the midfield in terms of inverting is Malo Gusto. But with James, most of the time you see him joining the central defense, joining Badiashile and Levi Colwill to make them three. It looks like they are playing, three central defense. So for me, I feel like Reece James, his best game would be if you overlap. That's for me. I don't think this system or this way he's playing that the manager is using him to join this defense. I think it's obviously so that in case they want to, hit them on a counter, he will also help in defending. I think that's another reason why the manager is, making or telling him to join the defense. But I still think if Reece James will overlap, I think it will help the team. So for me, this game against Real Madrid was another poor performance again. Poor performance again from the team. And like I said, this team looks like they're not ready for the season. It looks like they're not ready. The midfield as well, like I said, they don't press the way we expect them to press. If you want to keep high line, you have to press, and you press well. And they're not pressing well, because if they press well, there's no way Real Madrid can, or any team, can play around them. So when you watch the game, you see that there are spaces where you see the team playing around them. If you watch even the game in the second half, I don't know if it's which player, the Real Madrid player, I don't know if it's Vinicius Junior or which of these players. They were the two of them. They have so many times. They have what how should I put it? Time on the ball, knocking the ball around them. Just the two of them knocking the ball. That's to tell you that they are not pressing the way they are supposed to press. If they are pressing well, there's no way those two Real Madrid players will be knocking the ball within themselves for like 2 seconds or so. So for me, this team, there's a lot of work to be done. There's a lot of work to be done. The performance against Real Madrid was another poor performance, poor defending again. And for me, the reason why the defense is poor, I feel like it's not on the individual players. I feel like it's on the system. The players haven't understand the system. I feel like it's on them not pressing well, not pressing the ball well. That's another thing. Even if they are keeping high line, you can keep high line and then you press well. Obviously, they interviewed the manager after the game, the coach after the game, Enzo Maresca. They asked him, why is it that Chelsea are considering, why is it that the team is considering so many goals? Is it because of the high line? He said, yes, the high line is another thing, but it's not that he wants them to keep the line so high like that. He wants them to drop, is it 3 or 4 meters back? But it seems the players are not they are not understanding what he wants them to do in terms of how they are supposed to keep the line. So in other words, he's trying to say the line that they are keeping is too high, and that is not his plan for them to keep the line that high. So it's obviously that the high line that they are keeping is another reason why they are considering so many goals, and also while they are keeping that high line, they are not pressing the ball how they are supposed to press the ball. So for me, another poor performance again from the team. So your thoughts and your opinion on the game. Do you think this team is ready for the season? Because for me, I don't think they are ready for the season, considering how they are playing. I don't think that that they are ready for for the season. So your thoughts and your opinion on this Chelsea team, and also the game against Real Madrid. Your thoughts on your opinion on that one, you let me know. And also, please guys, if you're watching the video on YouTube, subscribe to the channel Blue Point TV if you're new, and also like the video. It's really important you like the video. And also, we're also on Facebook. Follow the channel Blue Point TV, share the video. It's really important to share the video. So thank you guys, stay safe while I see you again. Bye.